Welcome to Phase 2 of Interactive Intelligence Training. In this phase, you will learn how to view your daily schedule and how to request time off right from your Customer Interaction Center screen. First, look for your My Schedule tab. Your My Schedule tab is usually located below your My Interactions tab. Your daily schedule closely resembles your Outlook calendar. I can view my schedule by day, by week, or even by month. But this view only shows my shift start and stop times. However, if I double click on the day, I can see all my activities for that day returning to the daily view. And just FYI, daily schedules are only published 2 weeks at a time. Although there is the option to print, this is not recommended. Of course, to save the trees, but because your daily schedule is subject to change with meetings and other last-minute additions. The column at left is extremely helpful. This column indicates whether your current activity matches your scheduled activity. For example, right now, I am supposed to be, according to my scheduled activity, taking calls. But my current activity, my current status, is that I am on break. Let me change my status to available. Notice how the left column reflects this change. Now, my current activity matches my scheduled activity, and I am adhering to my schedule. The clock also tells you how many hours and minutes until your next activity. Right now, I have about an hour and 10 minutes until lunch. What is on my schedule for today? Well, today I started from 7 to 9 taking calls. Then I went on a break from 9 to 9:15. After that, I'm going to be taking calls until 11 o'clock when I go to lunch. From 11 to 11:45, and I finish the day at 3:30. I have no meetings today, but on Tuesday, May 10th, I was able to complete my annual required education, and this was on my schedule. By double-clicking on any entry, you can find additional details whenever available. Let's go back to today's schedule for Thursday, May 12th. At 11 a.m., I have lunch. The system will send me a pop-up reminder about 2 minutes before. Remember, better for staffing to go on lunch or break 2 minutes earlier rather than 10 minutes late. Whenever your daily schedule is updated, the system notifies you, first with a pop-up, then the message below your daily calendar changes, and finally, the impacted days appear in gray on your calendar. Now, let's switch gears slightly. In addition to viewing your daily schedule, you will also be able to request time off through Interactive Intelligence. The Time Off button allows me to request 1 day off, multiple days off, half days off, or even just a few hours. Plus, I can see the status of my time off request just by clicking the Time Off button. Let's look at my May 25th request. This request is in a pending state. Because this request is in a pending state, I can edit it or I can cancel it. So let's say that I wanted to add another day. I can edit this request because it's in a pending state. Just by clicking the edit button, I can change my request that not only do I want off Wednesday, May 25th, but I would also like Thursday, May 26th as well. Let's say I wanted to change this 525 day and reduce it to a half day instead. Once again, because this request is in a pending state, if I highlight it, if I edit it, first I would just change it so that it was only one day to 525. Then on this 525, if I wanted to make it a half day, all I do is uncheck the full day time off request box. Now this will allow me to put in my start time and end time. But on 525, I would like the whole day off. So I'm going to go with that. So let me just make sure that it still says 525 and that I am requesting the full day off. The reason that I am able to do this is because I am able to edit or cancel any time off requests in a pending state. For example, if now I decide that I don't need 525 off at all, I can just merely hit the cancel button. And if you notice, do you really want to cancel the selected time off? Yes. Now it changes it to canceled. As you see, my vacation day yesterday, Wednesday, 5/11 was approved. Had a great time, but you don't want to hear about that. However, what is important, once a request is approved, it can no longer be edited or canceled through Interactive Intelligence. However, as always, if you no longer need an approved day off, notify Workforce immediately so they can allow another colleague time off. No one likes being denied time off, so please be conscientious with your colleagues. Oops, I forgot. And I submitted a day off for Memorial Day on Monday, May 30th. But that's a national holiday, and patient access is closed. I do not have to request off for that. Therefore, my request was denied, with an explanation why in the notes. This is a holiday. Now I remember I need to request off on Thursday, June 2nd for my kids' graduation. All I do is click the Add button and complete the necessary fields. And that was Thursday, June 2nd. And I can even put a note in. Son's graduation. And click OK. This request will now be in a pending state. Basically, I am on a waiting list until being approved or denied. Interactive Intelligence will notify me with a pop-up when my time off is approved or denied. Plus, I can always check the status by merely clicking the time off button. Unfortunately, at this time, there is no way to view what days are available in your particular service group to request off, a future enhancement. Just a side note, although the platform may have changed for requesting time off, the guidelines remain the same. The earliest you can request scheduled time off is 6 months in advance, and the latest 3 business days in advance. Stay tuned for more information and a go-live date for these 2 new Interactive Intelligence features: viewing your daily schedule and requesting time off. Thanks again for embracing this new technology.